Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Good evening and welcome to Bill Vining Arena in the Sturgis Physical Education Center on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University for tonight's exhibition men's basketball game between the Ouachita Baptist Tigers and the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Babb, joined by Chris Gay, and we will bring you the action tonight from the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, the Student Sports Media Production Program in the Rogers Department of Communications at Ouachita. Got a good crew of students on hand tonight. Chris Gay joining me at the table, filling in for Michael Westbrook. Got a good crew in the truck. Matthew Branch, Coleman Callan, Katie Tosh, as well as our camera operators for tonight, Priscilla Leverett, Dave Vashkovich, James Jolly, and A.J. McWilliams. Chris Babb joined by Chris Gay. And Chris, when you take a look at tonight's game, an exhibition game, so it will not count on the overall record. The stats won't count, but this is a Ouachita team that is looking to get in the swing of things after a rough start to the Great American Conference season. No conference game on Thursday. They will go to Magnolia, but they're looking to get on track tonight against Arkansas Baptist.
Yeah, after dropping 4 in a row, this is more of a confidence boost. You know, Arkansas Baptist, a JUCO team, you know, this should, to some fans, may be a pretty clear-cut win, but you can't, you know, in this league, you can't take for granted any game. And win or lose, I think this game will be a great confidence boost for Ouachita.
Ouachita was able to score a lot of points against Harding. They're coming off a 92-85 loss to Harding on Saturday. Then the Tigers will go to Southern Arkansas University this Saturday. No conference game on Thursday. This is an Arkansas Baptist team that is struggling this year. Arkansas Baptist always has a lot of games on the road, and this season is no different. Their last win was November 28th. They had a 79-67 win at Lyon College. They did play UAPB, a Division I team in the SWAC, Southwestern Athletic Conference, close. 75-70 was the loss to UAPB on November 29th. Arkansas Baptist is coming off of a 108-89 loss at LSU Alexandria on December 3rd. Another win earlier in the season at Central Baptist College. Arkansas Baptist has played a couple of GAC teams, actually 3 of those, and also another Division I team in UALR. Arkansas Baptist lost to both East Central University, UAM, and Southern Arkansas University, 3 other teams in the Great American Conference. The starting lineups for Ouachita Baptist as we take a look at guard, 6'2 senior from Hot Springs, Lorenz Nero. Also getting the start, Madarius Hobson, a 6'3 guard forward from Holcomb, Mississippi, transfer from Itawamba Community College. His second year in the Ouachita program. Alex Scariolo, a 6'3 sophomore from Marbella, Spain, transfer from Manhattan College, also his second year in the program. Tyler Haynes, a 6'5 guard forward, sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. And the other starter for Ouachita, Jacob Street, a 6'5 guard from junior from Nacogdoches, Texas. Take a look at the starting lineups for Arkansas Baptist. Arkansas Baptist will start Gabriel Johnson, a 6' sophomore from Bloomfield, New Jersey. DJ Martin, a 6' junior from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Isaiah West, a 6'7 junior from McAllen, Texas. Jaquavius Lennox, a 6'2 junior guard from Hugo, Oklahoma, and Quashek Breeden, a 6'6 sophomore from Lumberton, North Carolina. Ouachita, the home team in white. Arkansas Baptist, the road team in purple, as you'll see on the screen. Ouachita led in scoring by Mandarius Hobson, a 17.2 points per game. KD Smith, the senior, the only other Tiger in double figures, and Ouachita gets a stop on the first possession. And Lorenz Nero will set up the Ouachita offense. This is an offense that got on track. Scariolo will put the three-pointer up short, rebound to Arkansas Baptist, and that was Quashek Breeden. Quickly, a three, in and out, no good. Tyler Haynes with the rebound. Ouachita on the move. Doesn't have the numbers, but Lorenz Nero will get in the air, unfortunately, to the hands of Hobson. Man-to-man defense from both teams as we start the game tonight. Tallest player on the floor, Isaiah West, the 6'7 junior from McAllen, Texas, and a turnover. The ball will go over to Ouachita. Arkansas Baptist, newly an NAIA four-year team, has been at junior college for several years and just made the transition to a four-year school, member of the NAIA, National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, and so they are 2-16 on the year. Already played 18 games. As we mentioned, they do play a lot of road games, and this is an exhibition game that won't go down in the record for Ouachita. They'll try to take care of some of their defensive woes that forced them to start the GAC slate 0-2. Talking to Coach Nutt after the game Saturday against Harding, he said, we're not worried too much as Jacob Street puts up a three, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Scariolo. Go over to the Buffaloes. Ouachita giving up an average of 79 points on the season. And a lot of times, Chris, you use these type games to work on things you need to work on, and one of those is defense for Ouachita as they force a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, part of the offense has been there. It's really been there for Ouachita, but the thing, like you said, the defense, and we've seen that in their couple conference matchups and non-conference matchups. This team has just struggled, unlike a year ago, where they came together. They really came together defensively. And
nice save by Mandarius Hobson. Oh, in and out, no good. Neither team can find the bottom of the net. We're still scoreless here after the first 2+ minutes, and Arkansas Baptist misses the baseline jumper. Sorry to cut you off there a second ago, but nice ball fake by Jacob Street, and he gets Ouachita on the board. Good ball fake. Jacob Street averaging 8.9 points per game, 35% three-point shooter. The defense had to honor the three. He was able to put a nice ball fake up and get to the basket. Wholesale substitutions for Ouachita. It's a line change. We're not playing hockey, but it sure looks like it. Leon Kalinick will come in along with Kobe Dunlap, KD Smith, Marvin Williams-Dunn, and Davion Bankston. So a complete new five for Ouachita. Bankston, a 6'6 senior forward from Little Rock. Marvin Williams-Dunn, the 6'2 guard from Auckland, New Zealand. Kobe Dunlap, a sophomore from Greenbrier, Arkansas. Leon Kalinick there with the ball at the top of the key a second ago. A 6'9 junior forward from Slavonski Brod, Croatia. And KD Smith, the senior from Conway. First basket of the night for Arkansas Baptist is good. A three-pointer from Jaquavius Lennox. And Arkansas Baptist has the early lead.
Well, the Buffaloes, they have some shooters, and Ouachita, if they want to really get an early lead in this one, they have to close out on some shooters.
Marvin Williams-Dunn, three-pointer, no good, but Davion Bankston gets the rebound, and Ouachita sets things up again. Nice dump off from Smith to Kalinic, but he can't get it to go. And Arkansas Baptist off the other way. Neither team shooting well. Ouachita 1 of 6 from the field to start things off. Arkansas Baptist 1 of 5. kick out after the screen and roll. Three-pointer no good. Nice box out by Davion Bankston allowed K.D. Smith to get the rebound. Dunlap in transition for three, short. Rebound, Arkansas Baptist. Lennox. Ball is knocked out of bounds. There's going to be a foul called on Ouachita. They say that was on the floor, so it'll be Arkansas Baptist ball under the basket after we return. 15:45 remaining in the first half. Arkansas Baptist 3, Ouachita 2. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
15:45 left in the first half. Arkansas Baptist 3, Ouachita 2. Chris Babb along with Chris Gay here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Shot clock needed to stay at 25, so we will start it over under the basket. No conference game this Thursday as a defensive breakdown allows Arkansas Baptist to get the basket. That is DJ Martin.
Yeah, big
first
time
basket of the game.
Big time miscommunication there by Ouachita. That cannot happen in such a game like this.
K.D. Smith passed up the three and dishes off to Williams Dunn. Pulls out baseline. Nice dish back to K.D. Smith. Couldn't get the three-pointer to fall. Arkansas Baptist. That was a little bit ugly there, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah,
I thought
it
we were
was.
going to have
Yeah.
a turnover at midcourt, and I think since he didn't dribble again after he had it go over his head, they let it go. Three-pointer on the way from the corner for Trajan Ware, and Arkansas Baptist up by 6. Second three-pointer on the night for the Buffaloes. Leon Kalinick backs the defender down. Shot is up. He's going up for his own rebound, but Bankston knocked it out. On the other way, layup no good. Rebound Smith. Dunlap in transition from three. Good from Kobe Dunlap. His first basket of the game, first three-pointer of the game for Ouachita after on its 7th attempt. Ouachita was 0 for 6 from the three-point range until Dunlap got that one to go. So 8-5 is the Ouachita lead. Oh, that release kind of threw me off there from the corner. A little shoot from the hip.
Yeah, definitely. Don't see that very often.
Probably kind of a little bit hard to defend. Nice interior pass from Marvin Williams Dunn to Bankston. He was almost so wide open that he couldn't get it to go. He got the putback, though, and Ouachita is pulled to within 1. Another new 5 as it'll be a couple of different players as Coach Nutt using this game to get everybody in. Rebound to Bankston. Ouachita on the move again. And it looks like every 4 minutes you're going to have a new 5 as Ouachita will do another line change. Bankston from the baseline, no good. Rebound to Arkansas Baptist. Quashek Breeden, a sophomore from Lumberton, North Carolina. Long three-pointer, no good. Long rebound, Marvin Williams Dunn. Cross court to K.D. Smith. Nobody stopped the ball. K.D. Smith counted in the basket. counted and the foul, rather. And Ouachita has its first lead of the game at the 13-minute mark. And K.D. Smith has his first basket.
By K.D. Smith, and a foul charge to Arkansas Baptist, number 23.
That foul was on Jaquavius Lennox, his first personal foul. 4 new players into the game for Ouachita. Lorenz Nero and Tyler Haynes come back into the game. New into the game, Adele Mellick, a 6'9 freshman forward from Algiers, Algeria. And Tavondrick Henry, a 6'5 freshman guard from Texarkana, Texas, Pleasant Grove High School. And then Stephen Tabe, a 6'4 guard from El Dorado, Arkansas, product of Westside Christian, checks into the game for Ouachita. So 13 players so far have gotten into the game for Ouachita. Coach Nutt trying to use this one to get everybody in and try to find some different combinations.
Well, this
nice
is
block by Mellick out of bounds.
Well, this is a great way for some of these role players to get, to really show what they can do on the court right now. Everybody but one player has come into the game so far, and this will be a great shot for those sort of towards the end of the bench guys.
Del Mellick with his first block at Ouachita. Looked like it was initial a 2-3 defense, but they are in man-to-man. And Tyler Haynes will guard DJ Martin. Martin goes by, up and under, no good. Rebound to Mellick. And a foul is going to be called on Arkansas Baptist. Quashek Breeden. That is his first, second team foul against Arkansas Baptist. And so Nero will run the point for Ouachita. Arkansas Baptist also man-to-man. Hendry thought about the three. Now Arkansas Baptist in a 2-3 zone. Nero's three-pointer no good. They're going to say that one hit the shot clock, and the ball will go over to Arkansas Baptist. Pull-up jumper from the left side from Martin, no good. Mellick with the rebound. Arkansas Baptist gets back in transition. Tavondrick Henry for three, good. First three from Tavondrick Henry. That is his first three-pointer of his college career, first points of his college career. Coming a three-pointer from the right wing. I guess technically it's exhibition game, so it won't go down in the stats, but still good for Henry to get that three-pointer to go.
We'll give him the credit. He's only played in one other game this year against Ecclesia.
Nice defense, nice on-ball defense from Tavondrick Henry there. And the media timeout, we'll take it because that was just for us. Ouachita 13, Arkansas Baptist 8. We'll be back to Bill Vining Arena after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
What does amazing look like? A new life. A precious gift. A strong heartbeat. Odds defied. Faith in action. And 100 years of all our best. Baptist Health. Keep on amazing.
11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Chris, kind of bring us up to date on a little statistical report.
Well, for the Tigers, there are 5 players, 10 players that have played in this game so far. It's been kind of spread about. Everybody, Streets hit a shot. So has Henry, Smith, Bankston, and Dunlap have all hit just one shot apiece. So, and then for the Buffaloes, Martin, Lennox, and Ware are the only 3 that have scored in this one.
Lorenz Nero hits the 3, and so now there have been 9 field goals hit in this game coming from 9 different players. You don't see that very often.
No, not at all.
Ouachita, 6 players have gotten into the scoring column. Lorenz Nero, Tavondrick Henry, and KD Smith each with 3-pointers, along with Kobe Dunlap and Jacob Street with a basket after he had pump faked a 3 and then pulled up from the baseline. Mark that one down. Maybe the first time that 9 different field goals between the two teams have come from 9 different players.
Yeah,
the other night we had in the Harding game, he stepped out of bounds. He stepped on the sideline when he took the pass. I mean, he wasn't even close. He was way out of bounds. He almost kicked Key McKnight sitting in the first row of the stands. It was so far out of bounds. The other night against Harding, Harding shot for the first half, and then halfway into the second half, Roman Martin was the only Harding Bisons to shoot free throws. He was 8 of 11. And then finally, midway through the second half, another Harding player was sent to the line. So Chris McQuistion was doing color with me that night, or Saturday afternoon, and we were really hoping that he would go the whole way. You know, if we end up going this whole game with different players scoring field goals, that'd be something. It's impossible. It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Turnover quickly ahead. Tavondrick Henry with the steal. Tabe, layup, no good. Rebound put back by Tyler Haynes. And Tyler Haynes gets on the scoreboard. So, hey, we still got a chance.
Streak's still going.
7 players have scored for Ouachita, counting for their 7 field goals. 18-8. It was 8-3. No, I believe it was 8-2. I think Arkansas Baptist started this game on an 8-2 run, and since then it's a 16-0 Ouachita run.
Well, they're closing out on the shooters. The Buffaloes have some great snipers out there, and Ouachita's done a lot better of a job to get out there and contest those shooters.
16-0 run from the Tigers. And now they lead by 10. Tyler Haynes, pull up, middle of the lane, no good. Adel Malik keeps that one alive to Tabe. Henry goes baseline, up and under, layup, no good. Rebound controlled by Trajan Ware. Nice block by Malik. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay on that end. And Arkansas Baptist will inbound the ball under its own basket. Into the game for Arkansas Baptist. Back into the game, DJ Martin, the 6'5 junior from Pine Bluff, replacing Trajan Ware. So a little bit more size on the floor for Arkansas Baptist to take out an exchange of 5'10 for a 6'5. Rebound, Nero. Ouachita sets up the half-court offense. Nice screen from Tabe to Tyler Haynes. Kick out. Nero passes up the 3 to Malik. Turnaround jumper, good from Adel Malik. He gets onto the board. So now 8 different Tigers have scored the 8 field goals. And now we have another line change as 5 different Tigers will come in to the game. High off the glass, counted, and the foul. And that basket from Jaquavius Lennox stops an 18-0 Ouachita run. Into the game for Ouachita. Back into the game, Marvin Williams-Dunn, Alex Scariolo, Jacob Street, Medarius Hobson, and Davion Bankston. Arkansas Baptist coach is looking and say, guys, who you got? And I said, Coach, I don't know. 5 just came in. I got to take a minute to see.
Well, I want to point out that shot by Lennox now is the only player for both teams that has more than 1 field goal made.
Kind of ruined it.
Yeah, well,
that was next to be impossible. That's never going to happen in a basketball game. But it was fun for the first 12 minutes, right?
Well, I mean, it would be.
We still got Ouachita, still got a chance, but if that stays true, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Nice move by Jacob Street, dumping off to Bankston. Kick back out. Marvin Williams-Dunn for 3, no good. Rebound Lennox, 1-on-3. Nice job by Street, Scariolo, and Marvin Williams-Dunn of getting back, keeping Lennox from penetrating. Nice defense by Jacob Street. That was good on-ball defense, forcing a wild shot. And Scariolo goes baseline, back up top. Hobson for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound quickly pushed ahead. Lennox on Williams-Dunn. Nice dish to the backside. And I think It's going to go to Ouachita as a nice block by Scariolo. 7 minutes, 41 seconds left. Ouachita leads 20-11. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
11, Ouachita with a 9-point lead. And Chris, we took a look at the stats earlier. The field goal shooting started out a little bit cold for Ouachita, but they have improved. You're right. Street, Scariolo, Hobson, Williams-Dunn, and Bankston on the floor. Nice fadeaway jumper from Madarius Hobson. Hobson with the basket on the other end. Nice up and under from DJ Martin. Bankston, nice penetration down the middle of the lane. Got on the backside, the back hip of that player, and then just used his long reach to get that one to go, Chris.
Yeah, and that's the first Tiger to score 2 field goals in this game. So that streak has officially been broken. We will never see that again, most likely.
Foul's going to be called on Bankston on the other end. The third team foul on Ouachita. First on Davion Bankston. Arkansas Baptist has also been whistled for 3 fouls.
Well, Ouachita's defense has been great in this game. I mean, obviously the shooting numbers for Arkansas Baptist tell the tale, but they are getting in the passing lane. They are understanding where the Buffaloes are going to go with the ball, and they're getting there first.
And that's one of the things Coach Nutt talked about in the postgame interview with him after the Harding game. He said the offense has been there, but we've got to get better defensively. And talking to them today, they said we were talking about upcoming games. Nice penetration by Scariolo, straight to the hole, got it to go. And he said we can't worry about the other teams, no matter who we're playing. We've just got to take care of things that we can take care of, and defense is one of those things. Defensive effort, positioning are things you can take care of no matter who you're playing. Arkansas Baptist tonight, Harding last Saturday, or a very, very tough Southern Arkansas team this Saturday when they step back into GAC play. Three-pointer on the way from Scariolo. Too strong. And Arkansas Baptist goes the other way. Very few offensive rebounds for Arkansas Baptist. Ouachita doing a nice job on the defensive glass. Only 1 offensive rebound to this point for the Buffaloes. Three-pointer from the corner from Lennox is good, and the lead for Ouachita is back to 10. Street cut off on the baseline. Madarius Hobson for 3. Front of the rim, back of the rim, rolls out. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Lennox penetrates. and draws the foul. Don't have a whole lot of stats for Arkansas Baptist. Trying to find some box scores from their other games. Looks like the leading scorer in a lot of these games, Gabriel Johnson, led Arkansas Baptist against Southern Arkansas. DJ Martin, or that was with 11 points. DJ Martin had 9. Lennox had 7 in that game. You look at their game against UALR. Johnson also had 14 in that game. DJ Martin with 13 and Lennox with 9. So Gabriel Johnson, Lennox, and Martin are the 3 leading scorers in the games we've been able to find for Arkansas Baptist.
Well, I did a little bit of research too, and Gabriel Johnson is by far, I wouldn't say, maybe he is their best player, but, I don't have significant evidence to definitively say that, as Street knocks down the 3. But he has been probably their best shooter, and he hasn't really shown it here tonight, but to me, I think he's definitely their most comfortable shooter.
And in the game against UAM, DJ Martin led Arkansas Baptist with 13 points. So it's been DJ Martin, Gabriel Johnson, and Jaquavius Lennox who have led these Buffaloes most of the way. Street knocked down his 3-pointer, and so Street now has 5. Ouachita up by 11. A foul is called on Madarius Hobson, his first personal foul. 5 fouls called against Ouachita, only 3 for Arkansas Baptist. Martin for 3, good. DJ Martin now with 7 points. Lennox with 11. They have 18 of the 21 points for Arkansas Baptist. Bankston pass stolen away. And Trajan Ware gets the layup in transition, and it's a 2-possession game for Tigers set to check in at the next dead ball.
Well, that was a rare Ouachita turnover. I think only their second turnover of the game, and so they've, up until that point, they've done a great job keeping the hold of the ball.
Scariola for 3, good. Scariola's 3 gives him 5. The lead is back to 9. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Exhibition contest tonight between Ouachita and Arkansas Baptist. Another turnover as Bankston was trying to get it to Marvin Williams Dunn. Dunn wasn't looking. 3-pointer off to the left. Rebound Scariola. Coach Nutt wasn't happy with that turnover because you do a nice job. Nice penetration by Scariola. Layup. Contested layup is no good. Rebound to Hobson. Underneath pass from Scariola to Davian Bankston. Beautiful pass. 30-second timeout Ouachita. Coach Nutt wanted to get his subs, and Chris, that was we'll keep it here since it's only a 30-second, but it'll turn into a full, but we'll keep it here anyway. That was a couple of possessions where you have 2 of your 3 turnovers. You only had 1 turnover the first 16 and a half minutes of the game, and then you have those 2, but Ouachita did a nice job of preventing Arkansas Baptist, keeping them off the offensive glass, and then a nice 5 from Scariola to Bankston.
Well, I'd like to add that Arkansas Baptist, I wouldn't say they're back in this game. I mean, it is only a 9-point lead by Ouachita, but they have certainly picked up their shooting, now picking up sort of Ouachita's numbers from earlier. They're shooting 8 of 24 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. Both teams shooting 100% from the free throw line, which is another thing. I haven't seen them take a lot of shots inside the paint. For Arkansas Baptist, I've only noticed Lennox was about the most successful player getting inside, and he's the only player for the Buffaloes to even shoot free throws in this game. And so
you look at points in the paint, not a lot of points in the paint as we're trying to find that stat, but a lot of them have been in transition. Not only 2 fast break points off of turnovers, Ouachita 5. Ouachita 16 points in the paint, only 8 for Arkansas Baptist. They have shot the ball from outside a good bit. They started off slow, but they have improved that back up to 33.3% from the field for the game. Ouachita at 42. 34-23, coming up on 2.5 minutes to go here at Bill Vining Arena between Ouachita and Arkansas Baptist. Three-pointer from the left wing from Lennox is good, and now Lennox has 14, and it's an 8-point lead for Ouachita.
Well, so far, he's the only player on the floor to even be in double digits. Nice pass in there.
Nice pass from Hobson to Kalinich as the defender lost Kalinich. He cut baseline, got nice position on the block, and got the layup to go, and the lead is back to 10. Tavondrick Henry back into the game. Nice cutoff. Ball knocked out of bounds by K.D. Smith. Again, this is an exhibition game as the stats and the result won't be factored for Ouachita. Nice jump stop from Martin, getting Tavondrick Henry up in the air. Couldn't get the basket to go. Rebound to Ouachita. Another one and done opportunity for Arkansas Baptist. Looking inside for Kalinich. He's going to back down, go back to the right. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Arkansas Baptist. Lennox off balance, but still knocks down the three. He has 17 of Arkansas Baptist, 29 points. And it's 36-29 as we have 1 minute to go here in the first half. Hobson, skip pass. Henry stepped on the sideline, and the ball goes back over to Arkansas Baptist. Arkansas Baptist has finished this one, or has finished this half after being down. Ouachita went on an 18-0 run. And then Arkansas Baptist has cut that double-digit lead to 7. I was ready to catch that when it was coming right to me, and Martin got in the way. And
would you have shot it?
I would have shot it.
Would you have made it, though?
I mean, I can say yes. Might have thrown my shoulder out if I would have had to. I probably would have given it to the official. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, but that's not fun.
Right, it's an exhibition game,
yeah.
So I mean I could have gotten away with a. So now we have a poke in the eye, and that foul is going to be whistled against Trajan Ware, the 5'10 freshman from Houston, Texas. Several players from Arkansas on this roster. Arkansas Baptist located in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. Formerly a junior college, a 4-year, long time ago. Then they transitioned to junior college. Madarius Hobson with a nice baseline jumper. And now just recently in the last year, gone back to a 4-year institution in the NAIA. So 13 seconds, no shot clock. Ouachita alum Fitz Hill, Dr. Fitzgerald Hill, former Ouachita football player and former college football coach involved in Arkansas Baptist. And so you come down on 3 seconds. Lennox wanted that one all the way. Chris, I think that's what he was saying when he inbounded that ball right in front of us. He said, you know who, and he said he wanted the ball, and then he took that one the entire time, and there's 1.3 remaining in the first half.
Well, he's the guy you got to get the ball to right now. I mean, he's got 17 points here in this first half. I mean,
17 of the 29 points. Is it 20? We'll see. It's going to be short and left. Lennox off the mark. Hadn't been able to say that very often in this first half. Lennox finishes the first half 5 of 9 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point range, including that last second shot. So Lennox with 17 points to lead the way. No Ouachita player has more than 6. Davion Bankston leads the way for Ouachita with 6, as all but 11 of the 13 players that played for Ouachita in the first half scored a basket to get in the book. It is halftime, 38-29. Ouachita leads by 9. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back to look at some first half statistics after this timeout. You're watching Ouachita Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
Here at halftime of this exhibition game between Ouachita Baptist University and Arkansas Baptist. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for Ouachita. No game Thursday. Most of the conference season, the rest after we start in January, will be Thursday, Saturday. But because universities are in finals weeks this week and next week, some schools this week, some schools next week, Ouachita is being next week, the conference is not playing games on Thursdays of these next 2 weeks. So only Saturday conference games as we wrap up the conference schedule before Christmas. Ouachita's men and women will be in action at Southern Arkansas Saturday in Magnolia. And the next Saturday, the 18th, will host Arkansas Monticello in the last game before the Christmas break. There are some home games over the Christmas break for both men and women. Tomorrow night, a non-conference game for the Ouachita women's team as they will host Williams Baptist University here at 5:30 here at Bill Vining Arena. The Tiger women are coming off of an exciting 82-60 win over Harding Saturday here at Bill Vining Arena to move to 1-1 in conference play. And then December 30th and January 1st, Ouachita will welcome Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma Baptist in the first games after the Christmas the break for the Christmas holiday. Again, at halftime, your score, Ouachita 38, Arkansas Baptist 29. We'll take a little bit longer break here about the Humanities School here at the Department of Communications and the Humanities School here at Ouachita Baptist University. And then after that and a couple of more breaks and word from our sponsors, we'll go over some first half statistics. Your score, Ouachita 38, Arkansas Baptist 29. Back after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Everything in life is about communication and language. And that's what we do in the School of Humanities at Ouachita. In the Department of Language and Literature, we've got outstanding students who are English majors and Spanish majors. In the Department of Communications, our communications and media majors have a number of emphases that they choose from. Strategic communications, multimedia journalism, sports media, communication studies, and a special approach in which we just talk to a student, figure out what courses they need, and help them put it together on the spot. One of the things that we've done with our new emphases is really give students a major opportunity to work outside of class because you get better at communications by doing the work. So we've got students who are working in a television studio to put programming together. We've got students who in sports media are out doing live streaming and broadcasting of games and doing a lot of sports work for the other publications like the printed newspaper and the yearbook, which win major awards every year. And then our online version of the newspaper is really the newspaper of the future.
My experience in the School of Humanities has been super special. I feel like the professors are really hands-on, and they would always help me maximize my time here.
They gave me lots of different opportunities. I got to host the sports show, did lots of writing, lots of sports journalism, a lot of color commentating for different sports. And that not only taught me how to actually do the job that I do now, but I also got to turn around and put it on my resume, which looked great.
Most Spanish majors at Ouachita major in more than one area, and we've designed the curriculum purposefully to allow that to happen because whether you're in business and Christian studies, whatever your major might be, if you've got Spanish as a background, it's going to help you in many, many ways. One of the great things about English as a major is it helps you become a critical thinker. If you want to teach, that's great. We'll help you become a secondary English teacher. We'll help you become a college professor. But if your interest is really in publications, if your interest is in editing, we'll certainly work with you in that area also. Our English majors are very much career-oriented, and they work together with a very fine faculty to produce one of the very few bilingual literary publications.
Working on my degree plan with my professors, I was able to soon realize that, wow, I'm able to do more than I thought I was able to. I was able to add another major, and I didn't even know coming into college that I was able to do that. And I was able to study abroad in Spain to really become more fluent in Spanish, which was one of my majors. And so I don't think I would have had the same opportunities elsewhere.
The number of jobs in communications is actually increasing greatly. A lot of that is in the world of public relations, a lot of that is in the world of advertising, and a lot of that is based on particular skills that you develop while you're in college. All of those that we put together are based on increasing a skill level for our students so they'll have a wide range of jobs they can apply for.
I think Ouachita is distinct from a lot of other schools. Ouachita gives you so many opportunities for not only your education and your academic growth, but your spiritual and your personal growth.
You're getting a very well-rounded degree. You'll absolutely be prepared if you get a degree from the humanities school.
I chose communications and media. I chose communications and media for my major because in high school I enrolled in a technology class where I started to do video production for the first time, and it turned out to be the most exciting thing I had ever done in high school. So when I came to tour Ouachita, I went to the communications department and discovered that all of the professors here were amazing. It's paid off because since I've been here, they've been able to teach me the ins and outs of a video shoot, a news studio, and a movie set. The most notable class for me that I've taken at Ouachita was the OBU at Sundance class. You actually get to go to the film festival, which Sundance is one of, if not the largest film festival in America. We all got to experience this cultural epicenter together. That was just a really unique experience that I don't think I would be able to get anywhere else. So inside of my major at Ouachita, I've been able to have a really tight-knit community with all of the students, specifically the ones that work on video production. We meet almost every single day and we see each other constantly, and so we've developed friendships that I definitely didn't expect to have. I feel like I can just call them if I need any of them and they'll be there like that, and I would do the same for them. After Ouachita, my end goal is to be an independent film director in preferably a big city. I've been able to produce films, I've been able to produce shorts, I've been able to write screenplays. I simply feel like I'm prepared for all of the aspects of the filmmaking process. No matter what you want to do in the communications department, whether it's writing, whether it's marketing, whether it's event planning, video broadcasting, news broadcasting, sports journalism, Ouachita is a place that will prepare you for all of those fields and careers. My name is Ryan, and I am a communications and media major at Ouachita.
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University for this men's basketball exhibition game between Ouachita and Arkansas Baptist. Chris Babb here, joined by Chris Gay at the table, and a host of other students as part of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, the student sports media production program here at Ouachita. I mentioned Chris Gay on color tonight, a sophomore. Priscilla Leverett, a freshman on one camera. Dave Vashkovic, a senior on our other floor camera, and the two cameras up top, A.J. McWilliams and James Jolly. In the truck, Matthew Branch, Coleman Callan, and Katie Tosh. Good crew on hand, and we'll be back with you tomorrow evening as the women's basketball team will host Williams Baptist University at 5:30, and you can catch that game here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network YouTube channel. And you can find it on YouTube or just type in osdn.live. Chris, let's take a look at some of the first half statistics. For Ouachita, 16 of 36 from the field, 44.4%, 5 of 16 from three-point range, 31.3%. Only one free throw attempted, and that was from KD Smith. He made that one. Only 4 turnovers in the first half, and Coach Nutt talking a couple of weeks ago, that is one area that he knew that the Tigers needed to improve upon, and only 4 turnovers in the first half. Leading scorers for Ouachita, well, you can kind of call it the whole team. We've talked several times in the first half about the balanced scoring. Only one Tiger has accounted for, actually, no, that's not true. 4 Tigers have accounted for more than 1 field goal. Davion Bankston leads the way with 6 points. He has 3 field goals in the game. Alex Scariolo, Jacob Street with 5 points. Medarius Hobson with 4. Lorenz Nero, Tavondrick Henry, K.D. Smith, and Kobe Dunlap with 3. Tyler Haynes, Leon Kalinich, and Adele Mellick with 2. All 11 of those players account for the 16 Ouachita field goals. Marvin Williams-Dunn played in the first half but did not score, and Stefan Tabe also played but did not score in the first half. Bankston also the leading rebounder for Ouachita with 5, K.D. Smith with 4. For Arkansas Baptist really has only played 7 players in that first half. Arkansas Baptist 10 of 28 from the field, 35.7%. 6 of 14 from three-point range, though. That's kind of kept them in it, 42.9%. Perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. We talked about it, Jaquavius Lennox, 17 of the 29 points. Only 2 other Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes have scored. DJ Martin with 7, and the point guard, Trajan Ware, with 5. So, Chris, you take a look at that stat line. 11 Tigers have scored as Coach Nutt has substituted wholesale substitutions throughout the first half, and only 3 have scored for Arkansas Baptist.
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you right now, I think Lennox is going to have a big second half. I mean, we could hear how confident he was. He's got 4 threes in this game. He's only missed 4 shots. You know, I think Ouachita, if they want to really break away, first of all, they have to have somebody that needs to take charge, and they have to control Lennox.
Our score ticker is not behaving, so until we're able to reconnect to the score table, we will keep you updated on the score as we go. Still a couple of minutes left here in halftime. The teams are back on the floor, as you see, and we'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back to Bill Vining Arena, we'll be ready for the second half. Ouachita 38, Arkansas Baptist 29. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
This is Stella. Stella likes retro style and old school country. Stella also likes holding alligators. It's time for a road trip. Hot Springs, Arkansas. This is Flo. When Flo isn't waiting tables at the Sunrise Grill, she's waiting on sunsets in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. Plan your next vacation at hotsprings.org.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living. During my road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
We begin the second half with Lorenz Nero, Jacob Street, Adele Mellick, Tyler Haynes, and Medarius Hobson on the floor for Ouachita. Tigers leading by 9. Mellick backs his defender down. Shot no good. Foul is going to be called on Mellick. It's a loose ball foul as he was diving for the ball. He and Lennox bumped heads, and Lennox is feeling that one a little bit. Got him in the
his first personal
forehead.
first team foul against the Tigers in the second
Hope
half.
Lennox is all right. Ouachita leading by 9. As we mentioned before the break, our score ticker has kind of lost connection with our table, and so we will bring you the score a little bit more frequently than we had to in the first half. Ouachita leads by 9, 19:34 left in the second half as we're just underway. Man-to-man defense. Fadeaway jumper, actually a step-back jumper from Quash Breeden, and it is 38-31, I believe is what the score should be. Yeah. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go to or stay with Arkansas Baptist. Lorenz Nero pull up from 18 is good, and it's back to a 9-point lead for Ouachita, 40-31 as we go under 19 to play here in the second half. Medarius Hobson took a shoulder to the nose, and Chris Dunn will stop play to make sure Medarius is good. He is good, and we are back to action. 40-31, Ouachita up by 9, 18:45 remaining in the second half. It's a beautiful message board at the scorer's table on the home side, but it sure plays tricks with our cameras sometimes when we go to that shot. Malak with no good, pokes it out of bounds, couldn't get it to go, and Arkansas Baptist has a chance to make this one a 2-possession game. 40-31, Ouachita with a 9-point lead. Steal by Nero to Hobson, stolen away by Lennox. Lennox on the move, kick out, 3-pointer, Martin in the corner, good. That is DJ Martin, and it's 40-34. 40-34, Ouachita with the 6-point lead. Hobson looking for Haynes, instead to Street. Nero back to Hobson, now inside to Haynes. Backs down, pull up from the middle of the lane, good. Soft fadeaway jumper from Haynes. It's 42-34. Ouachita with an 8-point lead. Martin feeling it, but didn't get that one to go. Lennox gets the offensive glass, but it's knocked out of bounds by Hobson. Chris, these first couple of minutes of the second half, Arkansas Baptist has been the aggressor.
Yeah, they have, obviously. Good talk in the locker room, but, I think I'm still kind of on this. They still need to attack the paint. Ouachita has definitely dominated them in regards to points in the paint, but there's, the Buffaloes, they're still in it. They are still in it almost exclusively from shooting from the three-point line.
Lorenz Nero draws the charge. An illegal screen is going to be called on Adele Malak. And the ball will go back over to Arkansas Baptist. 42-34. Ouachita leads by 8. And Lennox has blood on his jersey, and so they're going to make Lennox come out. He's going to have to go see the athletic trainer, Heather Price, and see if they can fix that. He's down there with Davion Bankston, so they may have been the two culprits. So into the game for Arkansas Baptist. Nice flash by Medarius Hobson to knock that one out of bounds. Into the game for Arkansas Baptist, Isaiah West. 42-34, Ouachita leads by 8, 17:09 remaining in the second half. Again, we apologize that our score ticker is gone, lost connection. Trying to fix that. Martin goes baseline, up and under. Nice move by DJ Martin. 42-36, 6-point lead for Ouachita. Street on the right side, dish back to Malak. Layup in and out, can't go. Tyler Haynes almost had the offensive rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Lorenz Nero. And a new 5 into the game for Ouachita. Davion Bankston, Leon Kalinich, Alex Scariola, KD Smith, and Marvin Williams Dunn. 16:36 left in the second half. Ouachita leads 42-36 in this exhibition game. Late in the season for an exhibition game, but you can play them whenever. You get a couple, and Ouachita playing this one. So they didn't want the big dead spot in the middle of the conference schedule since there's no game Thursday. Saturday is the normal conference schedule, but because finals this week at some universities and next week also, which is the case for Ouachita, Leon Kalinich pulls up for 3. Kalinich with the 3, and it's 45-36. Quickly ahead is Arkansas Baptist, knocked away by Scariola into the hands of DJ Martin. 45-36, Ouachita leads by 9, under 16 to go now. We'll have a dead ball at the next media timeout. DJ Martin's three-pointer off, no good. Nice box out by Ouachita. Davion Bankston quickly the other way. Marvin Williams Dunn draws the foul on Quash Breeden, and that will be a media timeout. 15:38 remaining in the second half. Ouachita 45, Arkansas Baptist 36. We'll be back to Bill Vining Arena after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. We're the people behind every light switched on for the baby's 2 a.m. feeding, the computer you start up to begin your business day, and we're always there, down the line, powering farms and industry somewhere across Arkansas. We're a network of nearly 2,500 team members, delivering more than just electricity. We deliver power through our family of 17 local electric distribution co-ops. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Chris Babb along with Chris Gay. Chris, those first 4 minutes and 22 seconds, Arkansas Baptist seemed to hold the edge, but Ouachita has that lead at 9. It's right where it was at halftime.
Right, and Martin, this is a great situation to be in if you're Arkansas Baptist. It's a great shot by Smith. Martin is heating up now, so you still got Lennox still, shooting well in this one, but now Martin has really started to heat up. Really gotten his stroke on today.
KD Smith gets a three-pointer to go to give Ouachita a 12-point lead, 48-36. He tips that one and gets the rebound to go. Quickly up ahead to Kalinich. The dunk is good. Give the assist to Scariola. Leon Kalinich now has 7, and it's 50-36. Just like that, Ouachita is up by 14 once again as we cross the 15-minute mark here in the second half. Again, sorry about our score ticker not working. It's going to be a foul on Marvin Williams Dunn as Trajan Ware got past Marvin Williams Dunn, and Dunn was whistled for the foul. Got gremlins everywhere. The PA system just decided to short out our score ticker. 50-36, Ouachita up by 14, 14:45 remaining. Three-pointer from Lennox is short. Rebound, Marvin Williams Dunn. Nice hustle by Lennox to try to get that offensive rebound, but Marvin Williams-Dunn was able to out-touch him. Kalinick feeling it from three. That's short. Can he save it? He does. Into the hands of K.D. Smith. Kalinick was probably thinking, if I'm going to shoot that, I better go get the offensive rebound. Nice penetration by Scariola. He has 7 points, and the Ouachita lead is 16, 52-36, 14-12 remaining in the ball game. Thought Lennox might shoot that one. He's got a matchup with Kalinick that he's probably likes this one, but Kalinick does a nice job. Nice block shot by Davion Bankston. That one's going to stay on this end with Arkansas Baptist, but that's nice defensive help from the backside from Davion Bankston.
Yeah, great timing on that block and great anticipation there by Bankston.
Alexander Garcia checks in for the first time, a 6-foot freshman from Huntsville, Alabama. Also new into the game is Quash Breeden. Martin, they're going to call a shot clock violation as Ouachita had the block shot from Bankston. And Arkansas Baptist was not able to get a shot off after the inbound. 16-point lead for Ouachita. There we go. Thanks to our Matthew Branch for trying to get our score ticker back up. Still trying to get it to behave completely, but we'll give you the score there and update it as we go. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll give the ball to Ouachita. Full court pressure, initial or somewhat full court pressure. 52-36, 13-22 remaining in the second half. Ouachita was up by 9 at half. Nice fake by Kalinick. He's double teamed though. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will go over to Arkansas Baptist.
It's always something.
Always something. Brian Ramsey on PA tonight. Sounded really good until the microphone wanted to short out on him. 52-36, Ouachita up by 16 as we come up on 13 minutes to go. Crazy shot from Garcia. Nice show. Bankston quickly up ahead to K.D. Smith. K.D. did a nice job of twisting in the air and getting that pass. Kalinick, nice entry pass from Scariola. Kalinick had the defender sealed off on the high side, and Arkansas Baptist was forced to foul.
Well, his size definitely helps in that. Arkansas Baptist does not have much size in this one. What did you say earlier? 6'7" was about the tallest player on this team, and
yep.
Kalinick is definitely not 6'7". So
nice entry pass from Kalinick to Smith, bobbled around, extra pass, Bankston. Passes up the three. We're gonna need a whistle as Arkansas Baptist had Quash Breeden honor the ball fake, came down on Davion Bankston. There was a lot of contact, no foul was called. They let him go, and Breeden landed on the floor face first. And good to see Breeden walk off under his own power as they will get a towel or broom to wipe that up. He landed after he came down on the back of Davion Bankston. He lost his balance and he landed on his face. Good to see Breeden walk off under his own power with the assistant coach and Ouachita athletic trainer Heather Price.
Yeah, I'm sure glad that wasn't worse than it was.
Look, it was right in front of us.
Yeah,
it looked like it could have been really bad.
Yeah.
But Darius Hobson gets out of the way. Rebound, Arkansas Baptist put back from Isaiah West, the 6'7" junior from McAllen, Texas. It's 52-38. 12-12 remaining in the second half. Entry pass, Hobson from Scariola. Nice job by Madarius Hobson of avoiding the defense. Hobson now has 6 points. And it's 54-38. Ouachita up by 16. 11:53 remaining. Step back from Lennox. Hobson does a nice job, and then he just steals the ball away. 2-on-1, quickly ahead to Katie Smith. Up for Hobson, can't get the dunk to go. And the ball will go the other way to Arkansas Baptist. Pull up in transition for three, good from Jaquavius Lennox. Lennox now has 20 points, and the lead is 54-41 now for Ouachita. Scariola for three, in and out, no good. Rebound to Reginald Mayo, a 5'9 freshman from Little Rock, checked into the game. Lennox passes up the three, penetrates baseline, a lot of contact, and they're going to call Marvin Williams Dunn for the foul, riding Lennox through the baseline. Media timeout, 11:09 remaining in the second half. Ouachita 54, Arkansas Baptist 41. We'll be back to Bill Vining Arena after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
How do you pronounce it, Chris?
Oh, Ouachita.
There you go. It's just like that. I mean, it's regular French English, right? Yeah. Nice up and under from Lennox. Rebound no good. Putback from Gabriel Johnson is good. 54-43 now. 10:57 remaining. And there's a steal. And now it's going to be 54-45 as Trajan Ware just stole it from Marvin Williams Dunn, who was looking ahead to set up the offense. And it's back to single digits. The lead for Ouachita, 54-45. 10:38 remaining in the second half. Scariolo goes baseline, up and under, good from Scariola. He's got 9. 56-45. Ouachita with an 11-point lead. 10:24 remaining in the second half. Tavondrick Henry and Lorenz Nero set to check in at the next dead ball for Ouachita. Kick out, three-pointer on the way from Martin. Knuckleball, no good. Rebound to Arkansas Baptist, no good. Gets his own, no good. That was Isaiah West. Tyler Haynes with the defensive rebound. Katie Smith pull up from 17, no good. Rebound Lennox. Lennox not going to be stopped. He's going to go all the way. A foul's going to be called on Scariola. Not a bad foul there as Lennox was going to the basket. Scariola got a hand in there and knocked him away. Nero and Henry will check in for Ouachita, replacing Marvin Williams Dunn and Katie Smith. .47 remaining, 56-45. Martin trying to cut into that lead, in and out, no good. Tavondrick Henry with the rebound. Pushes it up the right side. Foul by Trajan Ware. On Ware, that is the second personal foul. Fourth team foul on Arkansas Baptist. Next foul committed by Ouachita will put the Buffaloes in the bonus. Tyler Haynes kicks out to Scariola. Top of the key, Haynes. Kick out to Nero on a dribble drive, dribble penetration, and kick out for Ouachita. Nero for three, short. Rebound, Scariola falling away, put it up, and that was close to hitting the top of the backboard, but it did not. It didn't go over the backboard, just got just the white paint of it, and that was a good rebound and putback by Scariola to put that lead at 13 for Ouachita with 9 minutes remaining.
The
Another shot clock issue.
Shot clock didn't reset. I'm going to stay at 9 minutes, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Chris, Alex Scariola, 11 points. He is the only Tiger in double digits. That was a good rebound and putback falling away.
Yeah, it definitely was. And, I must add, I want to meet his dad.
That's right. We talked about that. Nice knockaway by Madarius Hobson. We'll talk about that here in a second. I kind of gave Chris McQuistion the trivia question last game. We'll talk about, nice block. Now they're going to call a foul on Arkansas Baptist. You mentioned his dad, and I gave Chris McQuistion, I said Saturday when Alex was on the floor, I said, which one of these 10 players was the only one talked about on the broadcast of the NBC broadcast of the Summer Olympics? He said, I have no idea. And Scariola's dad he's an assistant coach with the Toronto Raptors, but also the Spanish national team's coach. And so the Spanish national team played as Scariola. Nice pass. Thanks for making that nice pass when we're talking about you, Alex. Finds Tyler Haynes, and the lead is 15 for Ouachita with 8:30 remaining in the second half. But that is the Spanish national team coach and coached Spain in the Olympics. And Fran Fraschilla knew about Alex and talked about Alex being at Ouachita during the game versus the United States. And he was really close to pronouncing Ouachita correctly. He probably needs to see that commercial. I need to send Fran Fraschilla that commercial. Three-pointer on the other end makes it 60-48, but Tyler Haynes extends the lead back out to 14, 62-48. Ouachita as we come under 8 minutes to go here in the second half. Next dead ball will be a media timeout. And Ouachita will look to keep that lead at 14. Pull up for three. Good. Second straight for Gabriel Johnson.
He's starting to heat up, too. It's his third make in this one, and now his second three. And if you're Ouachita, this is not good. You have three, probably their best, Arkansas Baptist best players, all starting to heat up, and Martin, Lennox, and now Johnson.
Johnson has 8. Tavondrick Henry goes baseline. Foul is called on Arkansas Baptist. Media timeout, and we'll take it. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remain in the second half. Ouachita 62. Arkansas Baptist 51. We'll be back to Bill Vining Arena after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
What does amazing look like? A new life. A precious gift. A strong heartbeat. Odds defied. Faith in action. And 100 years of all our best. Baptist Health. Keep on amazing.
62-51, Ouachita with an 11-point lead. You see head coach Dennis Nutt there, and on the left of the bench, Jordan Bailey, the assistant coach for the men, beside him as the Tigers are up by 11 points with 7 minutes, 31 seconds to go in this one. Tavondrick Henry to the free throw line for Ouachita, misses the first. He'll have a chance to make this a 12-point lead. Into the game for Arkansas Baptist, DJ Martin replacing Trajan Ware.
Now that is Ouachita's only first missed free throw, but only their second free throw attempted of the game, now third. So
yeah, not a lot of free throws. Arkansas Baptist 3 for 3, all those coming from Jaquavius Lennox. Had your back there, Stripes. Was ready to catch the referee if he had to come into our table. We are right here, right on the sideline. You can see right under the score ticker there. That's the table we're at on the other side of the midcourt stripe. He was right there with us. Nice penetration to the baseline. Basket is up and good. The lead is 10. 7:08 remaining in the second half. Street back on the floor for Ouachita. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Nero. Hendrick passes up the 3. Inside to Hobson. Backs down the defender. Fadeaway is no good. Hobson, Tyler Haynes gets his long right arm and pokes that one up and back in. The lead is back to 12. Nero, nice job. Nice job by Lorenz Nero of denying the inbounds pass, and Jaquavius Lennox is forced to call a timeout. 30-second timeout, we'll keep it there. Chris, the other 3 Buffaloes had gone down to the other end, and Lorenz Nero forced that timeout with good ball denial there on the inbounds pass.
Oh, yeah, excellent defense. I mean, that's something you got to love from Ouachita, especially, I know that was all ball defense, but, hey, this team has struggled defensively. Let's be honest here. This game, even though Arkansas Baptist they've picked it up, but in the paint especially, they have played excellent. So just really impressed with the way that Ouachita's been able to play. Even though the Buffaloes, they've been really getting back in this game, and they have to do something about that.
6 minutes, 42 seconds remaining, 65-53. Ouachita with the 12-point lead. It will be Arkansas Baptist ball coming out of the break. Let's take a look around the Great American Conference. Not a lot of action tonight. After the first week of GAC play, 3 teams stand at the top of the standings. Southeastern Oklahoma, Henderson State, and Oklahoma Baptist, all 2-0 in conference play. There are 6 teams that are 1-1, 3 teams at 0-2, including Southern Nazarene, Southwestern Oklahoma, and Ouachita. As we mentioned, no games this Thursday night around the conference, with universities being in finals week. Also the same case next Thursday, as schools including Ouachita will be in finals week. And so conference games only on Saturday for these next 2 weeks, December 11th and 18th. Ouachita's men and women will be in Magnolia. Deep 3 from Johnson, the front of the rim, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Tyler Haynes. It'll stay on the end of Arkansas Baptist. Ouachita's men and women will be in Magnolia this Saturday in what could be 2 really high-scoring games. Southern Arkansas's women averaging 90 points a game, over 90 points, one of the top scoring teams in the country. And Ouachita has put up a lot of points on the women's side the last 2 games as well. 10-point lead now for Ouachita, coming up on 6 minutes to go, 6:03. Ouachita leads by 10. Haynes kicks out. Henry passes up to Street. Nice closeout by DJ Martin. 10 on the shot clock. Henry drives in off the side of the glass. No good. Gets his own. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 2 seconds are going to be on the shot clock as they reset it. They shouldn't have. And there'll be 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ouachita kind of the disadvantage there, Chris. I think Madarius Hobson was going to get that shot off. Instead, you got to try to get open and get a shot. There it comes. Nero from the top of the key. It's short. No good. Shot clock violation. And Coach Nutt wanted a little contact as protecting the shooter. Nero thought he might have been contacted as well. Nice steal by Madarius Hobson of the inbounds pass, and Ouachita gets that 2 back on that one, Chris. Nice play by Hobson.
Yep. Well, if you're Ouachita, you have to love. If you're Coach Nutt, you have to love the press. I mean, it's worked really twice in just sort of consecutive plays for them, and they are very active tonight defensively, and you have to love that if you're Coach Nutt.
Ball was rolling around there. His 3-pointer that was not a good look, and Ouachita has ball going the other way. Haynes layup, no good. They're going to call a foul. It was the correct call. It just came a couple of seconds late. And Ouachita will go to the free throw line. 5:02 remaining in the second half. Ouachita 67. Arkansas Baptist 55. Tyler Haynes goes to the free throw line on the season. Haynes is a 71.4% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to rattle around and drop down. And Haynes will go back to the free throw line. 5:02 remaining. Good look at Tyler there with Nero and Jacob Street in the background. Second one, nothing but net. 2 for 2 from the line for Haynes. Haynes now has 12 points, and it is 69-55. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Adele Malak, Tabe come into the game for Ouachita. West on the soft spot, and then a foul is going to be called on Adele Malak, the 6'9" freshman from Algiers, Algeria, transfer from Ranger College. To the free throw line for Arkansas Baptist will be Isaiah West, and this is the first person to go to the free throw line for Arkansas Baptist other than Lennox. He was 3 for 3. He had all of the Buffalo's free throw attempts to this point, and West goes to the free throw line now for the 1-and-1 as both teams are in the bonus for the remaining 4 minutes and 40 seconds. 2-1-2 pressure. Nice job by Nero reversing the floor. Hobson, ball knocked away by Breeden, but controlled by Ouachita. Nero pulls it back out. Street loses it into the hands of Breeden. 2-on-1. Breeden dunk is good in transition, 69-57. You almost didn't get that one to go, Chris. It caught a little bit too much of the rim, or just almost too much of the rim. Hobson, three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped to Hobson to Street. Good from Jacob Street. Second three of the night for Street. He has 8, and the lead is 15 for Ouachita with 3:48 remaining in the second half. Pull up. Johnson, three-pointer, no good. Not the best shot that Arkansas Baptist could have used in that possession. He was open, but there's a reason. Hobson pulls it back up. And back to Nero. Malak kicks it out to Hobson. They don't collapse on Hobson. Three-pointer, good. Went to a zone look, and Breeden doubled down on Malak. Didn't recover and get back out to Hobson. He hits a 3, and the lead is 18 for Ouachita. Hobson now has 11. Counted, and the foul for Arkansas Baptist, Isaiah West. Chris, that was a good take to the basket by Isaiah West to try to get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, it was, and I love seeing the old-fashioned three-point plays, but, yeah, definitely a great drive inside.
3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Ouachita 75, Arkansas Baptist 59. Isaiah West has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play out of the timeout. Media timeout will take it. Ouachita lead is 16, and we'll be back to Bill Vining Arena after this 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
Isaiah West to the free throw line out of the timeout. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remain. In the in the second half, Ouachita leads by 16, and the officials are going to wipe up some blood. Coach Nutt says, I'm not touching that. You're going to have to throw that against the wall. So they wipe up a spot of blood off the field, one off the floor. One shot for Isaiah West, the 6'7" junior from McAllen, Texas. 75-59, Ouachita leads by 16, 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Good look at there from West. Free throw, no good. Maybe you knew that camera was right on him. You think that you knew that camera was right on him shooting that? It made him nervous, huh?
Yeah.
I got you. Stripes, just hop up here. The foul's going to be called on Jaquavius Lennox. He thought it was clean.
Number 23, Jaquavius Lennox, his second personal foul. Team number 8.
And Lorenz Nero, who's double teamed right in front of us, goes to the free throw line. Kobe Dunlap will check in for Nero. Look at Dunlap there on the floor until that bright ad came up, and then Kobe kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Good looking. Thanks for Fairfield Inn for sponsoring Ouachita basketball. Three-pointer, no good. A foul is going to be called on Ouachita. So now Dunlap will be able to check into the game and replace Nero. West goes back to the free throw line. That'll be the 5th personal foul on
Malik.
Adel Malak. And Leon Kalinic will check in for Ouachita. Malak finishes with 2 points, 5 rebounds. His night is done with 2:44 remaining. Tyler Haynes leads Ouachita with 12. Scariola and Hobson both with 11. West misses this free throw as well. Rebound to Jacob Street. Gets it off to KD Smith. Looking for the double team. Kobe Dunlap throws it into the hands of Jaquavius Lennox. Layup good. 75-61, 2:24 remaining. Full court pressure from Arkansas Baptist. Smith trying to draw the foul. There it is. That's going to be a foul on DJ Martin. No real foul trouble for Arkansas Baptist.
Well, Breeden now with his 4th.
Well, I think they ended up calling that one on Martin, so he only has 2. Breeden has 3. Isaiah West with 3. Nobody on the floor for Ouachita, or nobody on the team for Ouachita with more than 2. Missed free throw. 14-point lead for Ouachita. 2:10 now remaining in the second half. 12-point lead for Ouachita. Timeout Arkansas Baptist. Defensive breakdown, and the lead is 12. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining. We'll take it with Arkansas Baptist trailing now by 12. 2:06 remaining. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What does amazing look like? A century of inspiration. 180 pounds healthier. 5 steps forward. Countless miracles. 1 faithful mission. And 100 years of all our best. Baptist Health. Keep on amazing.
2:06 remaining in the ball game. Ouachita with 75, Arkansas Baptist 63. KD Smith, Jacob Street, Kobe Dunlap breaking the pressure from Arkansas Baptist. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Ouachita gets into the half-court set. 12 on the shot clock, and a foul is going to be called on Gabriel Johnson.
Arkansas Baptist foul charge to number 3, Gabriel Johnson. His first personal foul, team foul number 10 against the Buffalo.
Jacob Street goes to the free throw line on the season. Jacob Street, a good shooter, just hasn't been to the free throw line very much. First free throw, no good. 75-63, Ouachita up by 12, 1:47 remaining in the ball game. Second one rattles around and drops through for Street. 13-point lead for Ouachita, 1:40 remaining. Kick out, three-pointer from Lennox. Nice recovery by Katie Smith. Shot no good. Good rebound from Kobe Dunlap. Street ahead to Tabe. Layup blocked. Rebound Kalinich put back good. And the lead is 15 for Ouachita with 1:17 remaining in the ball game. Pull back, a step back, three-pointer from Johnson, no good. Foul is going to be called on Isaiah West. Leon Kalinich will go to the free throw line, and Ouachita will be in the double bonus.
Isaiah West, his fourth personal foul. The line for Ouachita, number 25, Leon Kalinich.
Leon going to the free throw line. 9 points on the night. First trip to the free throw line. It's no good. 4 subs into the game for Arkansas Baptist. That's going to be Reginald Mayo, Tajay Franks, Alexander Garcia, and Jabari White. White, a freshman from Nettleton, Arkansas. Franks, a freshman from Houston, Texas. Garcia comes back into the game. Kalinich's second free throw is good. 79-63, Ouachita up by 16, 1:10 remaining. The Tigers will win, and this exhibition game, again, it doesn't count on the official stats or schedule, but good for the Tigers to have a good defensive effort and get about to 80 points. Good pull-up jumper three from Alexander Garcia. 79-66, under a minute to go, 45 seconds exactly. Tabe on the left wing, back up to Jacob Street, 40 seconds. And Garcia trying to reach in and get a stop, can't get it done. Street gonna pull up, kick it back out. Kalinich for three from the corner, that's gonna be short. Rebound to Trajan Ware, 25 seconds remaining. And Ware's going to drive on Smith. No good.
They're going to have to get a whistle for him.
He laid there like his wrist hurt trying to get the foul. Didn't get the foul. And it's not hurt too bad. They just pulled him up by it. I think he was trying to say, guys, I was just fouled, and you didn't call it. But it's not hurting too bad. He hopped back up there. 79-66, 11.9. Coach's call for no fouls, and Ouachita will run the clock out as we go 7-6, 5, 4, 3, and that will do it as Ouachita and Arkansas Baptist have come to an end, and the Tigers win 79-66. The leading scorer for Ouachita was Tyler Haynes with 12, Scariola with 11, Badarius Hobson with 11, Kalinich with 10 points. The Tigers will be back in action on Saturday in Magnolia in a Great American Conference game at Southern Arkansas University. And the next home game for Ouachita will be Saturday, December 18th, as Ouachita will host University of Arkansas at Monticello. Chris, Tigers get a 13-point win. Your thoughts about the overall effort for Ouachita tonight?
Well, I think compared to what they've done all year, their defense has been a whole lot better, and their offense was going, and obviously it was very balanced scoring. And then it got to Scariolo, and Haynes and Hobson ended up all 5 field goals made apiece, and so. But I really enjoyed watching Arkansas Baptist. They fought the whole game, and they were feeling it at some point. They had some confidence shooting the three. So just a really great job by Ouachita, especially on defense.
Let's take a look at the final statistics for both teams. Ouachita finished this game 32 of 62 from the field, 51.6%. 9 of 23 from three-point range for 39.1%, 6 of 11 from free throw line, 54.5%. Coach Nutt's not going to like that 6 of 11 in close games. You got to have those. We told you the leading scores, 11 turnovers for Ouachita. We'll take a look at the rebounds. Ouachita out-rebounded Arkansas Baptist 37-32. Leading scorer again, Tyler Haynes with 12. Madarius Hobson and Scariola with 11. Leon Kalinic with 10 points. Jacob Street added 9 for Ouachita. K.D. Smith, Davion Bankston with 6. Lorenz Nero with 5. Tavondrick Henry with 4. Kobe Dunlap with 3. Adele Melek with 2. Marvin Williams Dunn played but did not score, and Stephon Tate played but did not score for Ouachita. Leading rebounder for the Tigers was K.D. Smith with 7. Davion Bankston with 6. For Arkansas Baptist, 26 of 60 from the field for 43.3%. 11 of 26 from three-point range, 42.3%. Only 6 free throw attempts, 3 of 6 from the field. Leading scorer was Jaquavius Lennox with 19. DJ Martin added 12. Johnson with 8. Breeden with 6. Isaiah West also had 8. And Ware with 7. Coach Nutt is going to make his way over to us, and Chris will do a little seat shuffle and give a little headset shuffle as well as Coach Nutt joins us here before we wrap up tonight. And Coach, the last time we were here, we talked about defense, and you said, I'm not worried about the opponent. We just have some things we have to do defensively. Talk about your team's defensive effort for the most part tonight.
Let's talk about first half first, Chris. I thought that was good. They shot 36%. That's kind of more in line with what we need. They came out and got us pretty good a little bit second half, but give them credit. They had some guys hitting them from pretty deep, but they got a good team, and we saw some improvement. We worked really hard the last 24 hours on our defense and really emphasizes some things that we have to get better at. So a little bit of improvement, but now that we got to get back to reality now, and got a tough game on Saturday.
Yeah, your substitution patterns, you went with the hockey line changes. Try to get players in tonight to exhibition game, get some different looks, some different lineups to give you different looks. Talk about that mentality going into tonight's game.
We just thought about just 3 to 3.5 minute spurts, just really get the guys to play a little bit harder than what we're doing. And it was good. I thought it proved pretty good first half. Substitution got a little bit longer in the second, and we got to watch that a little bit better and look a little more closely. But there's some good things in there, but there's a lot of things we have to get a lot better at, and the guys know it. So we'll keep working at it.
No conference game Thursday night. You go Saturday to Southern Arkansas, one of the preseason favorites in this conference. It'll be a tough test for you Saturday on the road.
Absolutely, they got a lot of guys back from last year, and they were really good last year. So. They're off to a good start again. They lost one at home not too long ago, but they'll be ready to go for us. So we'll have to get prepared and get ready to play.
Another non-conference game next Tuesday, and then the next home conference game next Saturday, December 18th, as Ouachita hosts UAM, the last game of the fall semester before Christmas break. Coach Nutt, thanks for joining us. Good luck to you Saturday.
Chris, thank you.
All right, that'll wrap it up for us here from Bill Vining Arena. Again, your final score, Ouachita 79, Arkansas Baptist 66. For Chris Gay on color and the rest of our crew with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, thanks for joining us tonight. This is Chris Babb saying good night and have a great rest of the week. All right.